Testing, testing. Okay. All right, y'all. We will be on real quick. Just give me 1 second to get everything set up here. I guess it would help if I did that. I can see my gray hair. What's up, everybody? We're gonna get started with World of Haiku Part 6, Part 2. And if you're wondering why we named it that, well, we tried to go through it yesterday, and full disclosure, I was not in the greatest of mindsets. I'd gotten some news that was kind of disturbing, and it kind of threw me off yesterday. So let that be a lesson to everybody that when you're doing this, when you're doing CTFs or cybersecurity or ethical hacking or what have you, always make sure you have a clear mind and you can focus on the objective, because otherwise it can throw you off. Um, I don't know that for certain. Maybe the level was hard, but I feel like I wasn't on my A game yesterday. So we're actually doing two streams out of the Alpha Esports and Technology Center today. So I'm doing my makeup stream because I got to get through that mission, because it was literally bothering me that I couldn't. So I just had to kind of clear my mind and deal with whatever I was dealing with. But I got my buddy Lord Valak over here back, and he's getting set up for his Diablo stream. So say hi, sir.
What's going on, guys?
So yes, like I said, so we're gonna get it going. He's gonna be streaming on his channel, Lord Valak, on Twitch. He's gonna be streaming some Diablo. So feel free to jump back and forth between here or there. We are streaming like I said before, we are streaming on multiple platforms. We are on Twitch on 2 channels. We are on YouTube on 2 channels, and we are also on Facebook and LinkedIn, I think. So we're streaming to multiple places. So wherever you're watching, just let me know where you're watching and give us a shout out. Just a quick rundown. We are live from the Alpha Esports and Technology Center. So if you aren't familiar with that yet, that is my Esports and Tech Education Center that we started here in the North Gwinnett area of Georgia. So you can check us out at alphaesportstech.com. Let me just put that in here. So you can check us out there. Actually, I have a whole ticker that I set up for that, right? Yep, there we go, right there. So you can see it right there on the bottom of the screen. So you can check us out there. You can also check us out on social media. So we are on all platforms, Alpha Esports Tech. Twitter or X is Alpha Esport Tech, because we had a limit of letters we could use. So we're streaming live from here. You can check us out all there. And also, if you want to support stream, you can click this little this QR code up here to buy us a coffee. We desperately need it. It is not mandatory, but it is greatly appreciated. And also, if you are watching us on our Alpha Cybersecurity channel on YouTube, you can support by giving super chats there as well. Like I said, not mandatory, but appreciated. So with that being said, shout out to everybody I got watching on every channel. So we have a few people watching on Alpha Cybersecurity, have a few watching on Alpha Esports Technology on Twitch, and we also have some people watching on Facebook. So shout out to all of you. And with that, we are going to get started in one more second here. I just want to make sure we are good to go. All right. Ty, what's going on? Sure, man. Anytime, man. We're That's what I'm live streaming for. If you can't hang out, then why would I stream? All right, so I'm gonna try to get this music going. And again, you can check us out here at Alpha Esports Tech or Alpha Cybersecurity. And if you are interested in watching some Diablo, you can check Lord Valak out over on his channel. I'm going to put that actually. One second, please. So again, I just want to reiterate that when you are working on stuff, always make sure you are in the right headspace. If you're not in the right headspace, take a moment to put yourself in the right headspace if you're going to continue. So again, if you guys are familiar what we're doing here, we do Q&A and all of that. So just drop a message in the chat, drop a super chat, whatever it is, however it is you want to get down. Feel free, and I'm going to lower this music. I'm going to lower this music here, and then I am going to move this over here so we can start. We can share our screen. And I promise we are not going to end this stream until I get it done today. So we are going to get this thing going. Make sure y'all can hear everything. Y'all can see everything. Let me know if y'all can see my screen. I believe you can. Okay. Pics in video. You hear me? I mean, yeah. All right, y'all. So okay. Sorry, I had to talk to my son real quick. All right. So like I said, we're gonna get through 6B. For those who watched yesterday, like I said, it was a rough day. I wasn't able to stop the cyber attack, and unfortunately, it caused a massive plague. So we don't want to do that again. Um, so we're going to make sure we right our wrongs this time. And for those who are new to watching it today, don't worry, I'm not going to leave y'all out. I'm actually going to go through the mission again, like you would normally. So we're going to start at we actually that's 5, so we're going to back out of here. We're going to start at 6. We already did 6A, but we're going to start 6A and again, and we're going to do this again. So what we did in this mission is we used Hydra, which is another password cracking tool similar to John the Ripper, uh, to gain access to the different systems, and then we got our password file. So quick rundown. If you remember the last mission, John the Ripper was a password cracking tool where we would be able to steal the hashes and then use John the Ripper with a password file to crack that password hash to get us our password. And Hydra is similar to that, but Hydra, you can point it at direct services. So in this case, we could use it against SSH credentials or things like that. So with that, that's what we're gonna use. We're going to get this mission started, and like I said, we are not ending this stream until I save the world. All right, so let's go ahead and start this mission up. So, like they were saying before, Lenway is the planet's leading biotechnology and eugenics mega corporation. It's also contracted by ABM to be their main vendor of bioweapons experimentation. So, again, this is what I was saying yesterday, where I was talking about how a lot of these targets that the Agenda 21 or the cyber criminals are targeting, they do something really good, and then they also do something rather shady or whatever, right? So in this case, it's cool that they work in biotechnology and eugenics, but then they also produce bioweapons. Another one was like a weapons manufacturer, but they also contracted out to mercenaries and stuff like that. So it was like, not that I don't want to say I can understand where they were coming from, but it definitely was something was like, I mean, is it all bad that they're taking them down? But when you look at the mass scale of the attack that they're doing, it's affecting everybody. So yeah, it is bad. All right, so you see, it does not sound good at all. Again, bioweapons, and then you're hearing from Lenway's network traffic that they're losing control of their biocontainment facility for the bio research lab. And they're housing a virus called the Crown 49 virus, and they're locked out of the system. So it says Crown 49 is a fatal airborne bioweapon that, if released to the public, it will cause a plague within weeks. So again, this would be the pestilence horsemen if we're keeping track. So we did war, we did I want to say we did conquest. So now we're doing pestilence, which means there's only death left. So again, we're just going to go through this mission first, and we're going to use ping. So again, we're going to see if we can ping the domain. So the domain is lendway.co. So we'll just go ahead into our terminal and we'll just type in ping and do that. And we have our first points of the day. So we see here we can get a ping and it does come back and give us this address of 10.205.219.150. So now we should be able to scan that for any open ports using Nmap, which is our port scanning tool. And then you see that there is an SSH port open. So you see here, it's the device name is H3Web. It has port 22, so SSH, and then 80 and 443 for our HTTP and our HTTPS. So basically, this is our web server, and then this is our web server with TLS or SSL encryption. All right, so now with port 22 open, that is a service, and then they're going to say if we can brute force to guess the access credentials by guessing multiple usernames and password combinations. So now that's where they said we're going to use Hydra. So actually, let me get this up out of here. If anybody is interested in, I forgot real quick. If anybody is interested in getting their copy of Haiku, you can register for it using this link here, and make sure you use the Alpha Esports Tech because that goes back to supporting the center. Uh, you can get Haiku now for $9.99 for this game that we're playing, or you can go $19.99 and you'll get Haiku. You'll get this game and you'll get the pro version, which has a lot more features, a lot more ranges, and something else that we're also going to explore a little bit later. So, where was I? Okay. Oh, so we're going to go into Hydra. So you can use usernames and password word lists to feed that into Hydra, and it'll brute force a specific port. Right. So Rascal has an old username from an AI friend in Lenway's system that we can try, and the password we're going to use a password list to see if we can brute force that. So the Hydra is the username Pat. So when you want to use Hydra, you would do the Hydra, the command -L, and it's a lowercase l if you already have a username, but it's a capital L if you have a list and you want to use like a password list to do a credential stuffing attack. Then you have a -P, lowercase p, if you have a single password, or uppercase if you want to use a password list for brute forcing. And then you also want to add the path to that password file. So if the password file is in your documents folder, you would do -P/documents/password file, and then you would then go to the service that you're going to use and type in that IP address. So in this case, we're going to do Well, I don't want to jump ahead. So here you see they're actually saying it here that you want to use Hydra L username, uppercase P for password list, protocol, and then the target IP address. So we already have the target IP address, and now we just need to get the username. So the username is Hal3000. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in Hydra lowercase L. Username is Hal3000, and then it's uppercase P. And I believe our password file is in the documents folder. So we're going to go documents, and it's the RockU folder. And then so we have that, and then we're going to go 22, or I'm going to say SSH actually for the service. And then we're going to go colon //, and then type in, oh no, wrong thing, SSH. And then our IP address is 10.205.219.150. All right, so we have all that information. So we're gonna, okay, so this is where they're explaining it again. So using the password list path, and it's the parameter, and then the documents RockU folder. And now they're looking at the protocol, and then the protocol is SSH. So if you have any questions, remember you could read this up here and use the manual. So now we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we have our target IP address. Give me 1 second, I'm multitasking. All right, so we have all of that, and we have it here. So again, we're doing Hydra -L. Hal3000 is our username uppercase P for our password file, and our password file is our rocku.txt folder file that is in the documents, and we're attacking the SSH service on port 22, and this is the IP address. So now we'll go ahead and run that in there, and we have our password. So hold on 1 second, everybody. I'm just trying to make sure I get some stuff running on our TVs here in our center. If we have any other entrepreneurs or business owners in here who run like a brick and mortar shop or something, I would love to talk to y'all about how y'all do everything and keep everything running, because it has been an experience, to say the least, to work full time and then run a center, and then also try to create content and manage, all the stuff that we got going on. So definitely would love to pick y'all brains sometime. All right, cool. So we have our username and password. So here is our username and password. The username is Hal3000, and the password is, I'm not even going to try to read that. It should be in our notes here, which is right here, new note 3. Yep, we have our notes here. All right, cool. All right, so we have all of that. Okay, go and like walk back from there, and then walk back from here. Yes. All right, so sorry, I'm again talking to my son. He's my content creator for the day. All right, so we have there, we're going to try to log into the web server. So if we do that, we're going to go SSH, and then we're going to do Hal3000 at 10.205.219.150. And now it's going to ask us for a password, which is this password that we have here. And now we are in Hal's machine with the username Hal. So if we go pwd, you'll see we are in here, but we don't have anything except for this one file. And if you cat that it gives us a hash here of baseballer and this hash. So we're going to go ahead and make a note in our stuff here of that. And now it says we can complete the mission. But before we go ahead and complete the mission, you know what? Let's just do a quick refresh on John the Ripper. So we have this file here. So what we're going to do is we're going to log off of our SSH session from Hal's user account, and then we're going to use John the Ripper. We're actually going to create a hash file with this information of baseballer. Then we're going to use John the Ripper to crack that hash and get us the right password. Okay. All right. So again, we might be deviating a little bit, but we do know this mission is complete. So 6A was fine. It's 6B that was giving us problems yesterday. But like I said, I'm back, I'm focused, and we're ready to go. All right. So again, if y'all are rocking with this right now, go ahead and share this out. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we are live, we are streaming, and we are going to finish this mission in Haiku today. So again, hey, look, I don't claim to be a professional. I don't claim to be the the know-it-all, but I also have bad days. Ty and map flags cannot be added to, at least we're not right now. As we go through the game, we might progress to that, but right now I don't think you can. It's very limited in what we can do with these tools. All right, so like I said, we are going to break our SSH session here to make sure we are back in our D Jackson at Haiku. So then I'm going to go ahead and CD into my documents. Sorry, we're going to clear this first. I'm going to CD into my documents folder. And then I should have some password files there, which I do. And then we are going to go ahead and we're going to echo. Hold on. Hey. Over here. All right. So. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we are going to create this. We're going to do this, echo this hash, and we're going to create a file called baseballer.txt. All right, and now since we are already in our documents folder, we don't have to run that path. So we're going to say John dash word list, and we are going to use, let's use the rock you. Okay, and then we're going to use baseballer txt. It says no passwords found. Try using a different word list. All right, so rock you didn't work. So let's try one of our password ones. Let's do password medium. No passwords found. Okay. How about password txt medium? Interesting. Okay, so I don't think it's going to let us crack the password here. I know we can. I know we can because I've cracked this password. Okay. Well, hey, it's not going to let us do it. It's not going to let us do it, but we can and we will. So with that being said, let's go ahead and SSH back into. Let's go ahead and SSH back into our machine, and that is 10.205.219.150. Now remember, because I think one of the mistakes that I made yesterday was I have to remember that when I'm in these systems, when I want to crack passwords and stuff like that, I have to break out and go back to my main machine and then SSH back in. So, yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and we are going to complete this mission. All right. So again, thank you to everybody who is watching us on our Alpha Cybersecurity channel and also watching us on Alpha Esports Technology, also watching us on our DJAX and our Alpha Esports Technology Twitch channels, and also our Facebook page. I think we're also streaming on. Are we streaming on LinkedIn today? We are streaming on LinkedIn. So if you are on LinkedIn, give us a shout out. Let us know. Matter of fact, wherever you're watching, everybody just let us know where you're streaming from, and and we appreciate the support. So all right, let's go ahead and break into the next mission. So now this is the mission that has been giving me problems because this is the one there's a time limit, and again I wasn't in the right headspace, and it was just a complete mess. So let's go ahead, and we already have our notes here. So says we need to locate the device that is housing the laboratory containment control system. It says we are in Linway's network now, and we only have a few minutes before the Crown 49 virus is released into the atmosphere. So as you can see, we have just under 35 minutes. And we did this twice yesterday, and I was not able to find it. So scanning for accessible devices is a good place to start. So we got to get our IP address by using ifconfig, and then once we get our IP range, we can then scan with nmap. So we're going to go ahead and do ifconfig. That's going to give us an IP address of 10.0.0.0, but it is also giving us a 255.0.0.0 net mask. So that means we have a /8 network. And if you remember, and I don't want to jump ahead of old Rascal here, but if you remember here, the net mask for Agenda 21 had 10 at the end. So that means it was 255, 255, 255.0. And that means it was a /24 network. So because with that would be a /24, we would then have to change it. So with the net mask, so a /24, I'll show you, it's right here, 255, 255, 255.0. So, but 255 with 3 zeros, that's a /8 network. So that is a significantly larger network than the network we had before. Okay, so now with that, obviously they said it was a /8 network. So now we need to go ahead and scan with nmap. So we're going to go ahead and do nmap 10.0.0.0/8. And it's going to give us a ton of information here because, again, it's a big network. All right. So, yeah, it is a large network. So there are a lot of files here. So we're going to focus on the ones that give us back information, right? Because there are some in here that just off of looking, you see there's no port information. So that means it didn't find anything. So says that's odd. Some of the device names look like usernames. We should try those if we get stuck. Okay. So, and it says perhaps we can use Hydra again. So we're just going to start from the top. So we have this one that has no information, no port, so we can skip that one. And we have H3 Web, which was the device we started from. This is where we are. And then next one, there's nothing. And now you have one machine here. The device name is Lab. So my guess is that this is the lab machine. So we'll go ahead and we'll get that information. And we'll do lab, and since we're going to try to SSH into them, we'll start with their username and then their. Nope, I don't need it. I don't need a hint. I do not need a hint. All right, and then we have this one for here, and then they said this one is ECF. Now remember, these are possible usernames. We don't know for certain if they are usernames. Then you have admin with no ports, another one, no ports. Then you have baseballer. That's interesting because baseballer is our hash here. So remember, I said I was able to crack that hash before, but we're going to go ahead and get that there. And then we have Francis K. Kong, and that looks like definitely it could be a username. So 10.30.152.96. No, we're not passing the hash, Ty. That would be if we were in an Active Directory environment. Nah, we're just gonna do some good old brute forcing. And then you have Vati, and Vati is, so these two definitely look like usernames. The other ones look like they're possibly just device names. And then let's see, we have admin, admin, admin. All right, cool. We have 30 minutes. So let's not waste any more time. So we have that information. We make sure we still have Hal's information, because what we're going to do now is we are going to exit out of that, and we are going to clear our screen, and now we are back on our main computer. So with that, we are going to go ahead and see if we can crack some passwords here. Let's start with baseballer, since that's where we left off the last time. But instead of using John the Ripper, we'll go ahead and try to use Hydra. So we'll go ahead and use Hydra -L, and the username is baseballer -P, and then we'll say documents rockutxt, and then the service was SSH, and the IP address was 10.248.66. I'm typing in a whole bunch of stuff. 66.24. Unknown service. Oh, that's my fault. :// No usernames or passwords found. Okay. Not all Hydra will conceive or receive. Brute force is only as good as our word list. All right, so let's try a different word list then. How about password? How about password medium.txt? Boom. All right. So we got our hash here. So baseballer equals acid blue jeans. All right, so we got that one. So now let's try Francis. Let's try Francis. So Francis is, we're going to keep the same word list. So, or Francois, I'm sorry. Francois K. Kong. Crack station for the hash. Yeah, we could use crack station if we wanted to go offline and try it that way. But I'm trying, they want us to use the tools that are given. So that's what we're going to do. Because remember, this is supposed to be also teaching as well. So we do have Francis, and Francis's information is Ann Darrow, 1933. So we'll go ahead and paste that there. And now let's go ahead and let's see if we can go 3 for 3. So Vati is 62, 29, 214, and we're going to use the same. We're going to use the same password file, and we are 3 for 3, everybody. So again, it's important. Thank you. All right. It's important to be in the right headspace when you're doing these. I said I was definitely in a different space yesterday. So, all right, cool. So we got our information. We have 3 users. We don't have, actually, you know what? Let's see if we can try. Let's try ECF. Let's try, before we jump the gun, let's try ECF. So ECF is on 10. 16, 26, 50. Nothing. All right. Not all Hydra brute force attempts will succeed, just like John. Okay, all right. All right, cool. All right, so we have about 25 minutes left. So now let's get out of there. Let's start with baseballer. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll SSH baseballer, and then the password, which was acid blue jeans. And now we are in baseballer's file. We are in the root directory, and just to confirm, we are indeed baseballer. All right, so we have a documents folder, a downloads folder, and a trash folder. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll just do ls documents, and we'll see that there is a print and hypothesis. So there's a print directory. Okay, there's a saved emails and downloads, and there's nothing in trash. So we'll start with the documents folder because that has the least amount of stuff first. So we'll go ahead, hit ls. We will cat the hypothesis. Remember, when you're doing spaces to use quotation marks so it can read the whole thing. So current inquiry will transformation and pan. Okay, so there's nothing there. So then we'll go ahead and cd into our to print folder, and now there is a lab token. So we will go ahead and do that. Username lab guest, password. So I'm going to go ahead and make an assumption that this is our information here because it says lab guest. So we'll hold that for now. All right. Let's clear it out. Where are we? There was nothing there, so let's back up. So we checked the documents. Now let's go ahead into downloads. We'll cd into the saved emails. And remember, you can use the file explorer, but since we are trying to learn and get used to the Linux stuff, we're doing everything by manually. So looks like there's some stuff. Okay, NDA. I'm probably gonna script lunge Francois. Okay, to Karen. Okay, so our user baseballer is Karen. Name is Karen. All right, so let's back up. And then we'll go into the recently deleted. Cat historic homelessness. You're approaching 20-year anniversary. Yada 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 yada. Nothing. All right, cool. And then we'll cd into sent, and we'll list everything out. Looks like there are two more going on with that. Hurry up with the NDA. Bioturbator bullets. Okay, yep. I'm so excited. I bet you are. All right, and then we'll cd re. Well, no, yep. Cat re. Okay, so there is nothing else there in Karen / baseballer. So we've done baseballer. Let's jump down. Let's go to Francis. Yeah. All right. Let's check Francis. So we're going to SSH into Francis. And then their password was Andaro 1933. So we're in there. We'll go ahead and clear. We'll check the directory. We are in the root directory. And just to confirm, we are Francis or Francois. I keep calling him Francis. We'll go ahead and clear that. So now, again, there are documents. So let's see. There is nothing in the documents. There's a saved emails. And then we'll go to the inbox. Stop it. Go to the inbox. cat, huge favor. To Francois. Francois, I have a huge favor that I need to ask you. I've been given tickets to the Bebe Light concert tonight. I'm planning on getting a little crazy. Totally coming back to work. Don't worry, I've sent you the username via last week. Okay, so Karen is asking Francois to log in as her, and they already have the password. So that tells us that there might be a password somewhere. So urgent reminder. Please do not forget to reset your username and password. We had news that there was an attempt. Okay, so there's a password that has been reset. All right, so we're done here. Let's see, is there anything in recently deleted? And then ls to send. So there's nothing in send. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's see into recently deleted, and we will cat the APT. So this looks like it's just information on APT 29. That's Cozy Bear. Okay. All right, cool. So we will back out of there, and just for safe measure, we'll check the sent folder, which was nothing. All right. So there's nothing. Let's just check the documents folder one last time. There was nothing in documents. Okay, and we were in downloads. All right, so Francois had nothing. So now let's go ahead and let's jump over to Vati. So SSH Vati, and the password is Casio. I don't know. Pepe? I don't know. I don't want to say anything wrong here. All right, so PWD, we are in the root directory. How are we on time? 19 minutes. Okay, no pressure, Davin, no pressure. Just the fate of the world. Let's see some documents folder. So login tokens. All right, let's not jump the gun just yet. Let's go ahead here. There's a saved emails, and then mandatory cred update. All right. Obviously, we're going to start in documents, and we are going to cat the login tokens. Hey, these are the tokens for workstation 4. We're going to go ahead and save that. Okay, sure. All right, be sure this does not leave the facility. Womp womp. All right, we'll back out of there. And then we will CD into the downloads, ls, and then CD into the saved emails. And then let's see, let's check the inbox. Clogged pump, meh. ls, recently deleted. Shortage of food, waves of destruction, meh. And then we will ls sent, nothing. Okay. Let's go ahead and recently delete it first. And then we'll cat AI. There was a way of life. Okay. So nothing. Cat waves of destruction. Lest you forget, the year 2024 brought us. Hey, that's not cool. 2024 is next year. Remember that? Okay. And then cat shortage of food. Lest we forget, last month, okay, in 2028, we saw a huge decline in family-owned farms. This isn't. This is. I don't like this. All right. Let's see where we at. 16 minutes. 16 minutes. All right. So let's back out one more. Did we do it? I said, did we check the inbox? Oh, it's clogged pump, right? All right. Fine. Cat inbox clogged pump. Top of the morning, blah, 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 blah. All new biohazard discards processed through the auger. Okay. So again, nothing. Whole bunch of nothing. All right. All right. What was it? We are in the documents. Nope. We got a CD into trash. Cat mandatory creds. Okay. Due to the recent cybersecurity scare, we have mandated that all passwords be updated for upper level employees. Okay. Including the recently developed Crown 49. To ensure, update your credentials. You'll have 1 week. So there it is. So we know ECF. All right. So now with that information, let's see if we can SSH into that. So we are going to SSH into there. We know that was the ECF machine. And then the password is this crazy mumbo jumbo here. And we are in. Okay, so we definitely have made progress from where we were the other day. So we'll ls into the documents. And in the documents, we have the pestilence horseman virus. All right, with just under 15 minutes. So now we have to use the Zion key. All right, so we need a CD into there first because all we did was list the stuff. So we actually need to move in there, and then we're gonna do Zion. We did it. Okay, so let's see. Now it looks like it was done. So now let's see if we can actually read the file. Nuclear programmable logic computer. Need this username and password. AZN username, password. Oh, we got okay, at least we have a password though. Okay, I'm gonna make a note of that. Let's scroll all the way down. Oh, Rascal's already done it for us. Thank you, Rascal. Starting to notice the pattern. I'll send this to Gungear to examine, but in the meantime, I added it to your notes. Okay. I don't want to complete the mission just yet. Yes, Ty, it would be considered pivoting. You gain the credentials and you jumped from one computer on the network to the next one. And you pivoted to another machine on the network. Doesn't always have to be, like an exploit. If you can get it with the credentials, why worry about vulnerabilities if you already have the key? Why worry about picking the lock if you can just if you can get the key? If you have the key, right? Don't overthink it. All right, so I feel like there were some machines we have not explored though, and I'm gonna be nosy because, damn it, I had a rough day yesterday and this thing was kicking my behind. So I want to see what else is on here. So let's see what's in downloads. Reminder, please read. Clear secure data from the computer. Rutro. I don't think they followed that. I overthink too much. Hey, don't worry about it, man. That's why we talk about demystifying cybersecurity. That's why the stuff that we do here focuses on just kind of keeping it simple, because I think too often they make it a lot harder than what it really is, and it's not necessary. So don't overthink it. Don't worry about are you worried? Are you in the box? Are you thinking outside the box? Is there a box? Just go with the flow, man. Just go with the flow, and obviously uh, don't be in a bad headspace when you're trying to stream, or you're trying to do this, because it will throw you off. Because the crazy part is, if I remember clearly, I saw that file, but because I wasn't thinking, I think I still tried to just use ECF. As a matter of fact, I didn't. I read this email and I think I got to like right here. Thank you for understanding, and I didn't scroll a little bit more. So that was a mistake on my part. It is what it is. Uh, it makes for good content. It makes for more content because we're back today. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then let's see, is there anything in trash? There is. So let's go ahead and CD in there and see what's going on. So if we cat email download one, okay. Find and report. Read that one. Karen, you say. Okay, so there was nothing information. No, nothing really there. All right, let's check our notes. No, I said our notes. So we have information on this workstation that we didn't use. We used that information. We used the ECF. Oh, let's go. I want to go check what's on the lab machine. We have the credentials. So let's see. SSH lab guest at 10.68.223.53, and then our password. Cool. So we're there. Let's see what's in. Is there anything in here? Hello. Clinical trials, temp notes, and temp project. See? New hires. Wet wire upgrade. All right. Well, let's see. I'm going to go look at the clinical trials. So we'll go into the documents. All right. All right. So I think we are good here. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll just complete the mission. So the final target is we've got to save the Azure Star. Okay. Global megacorp and computer electronics manufacturing based in Shanghai with the allied Asia Empire. Ozig essential silo pieces of the Asian market created by the development of the Great China Road Belt System, one of the main financiers of the project, which increased clout significantly. It leads the world to design, manufacturing latest computer technologies, powers on enormous computer networks. Azure Star actually has its own nuclear. See, again, a little bit of good, a little bit of bad, right? Because now it's like, oh yeah, they lead the thing in technology, but they also have their own nuclear fusion power plant. All right. Y'all still rocking with me? Let's see where we are. We got a few people still on our Alpha Cybersecurity. So thank you for watching this over there. Thank you for watching this also on our Alpha Esports and Technology channel. If you like what we're doing here, Please remember to like, follow, subscribe, leave us a little comment in the comment section below. Click the bell for notifications so you're notified when we are live or whenever we create content. I'm going to have a lot of time on my hands this month with the holiday seasons and stuff when I'm not shopping or running around. So we will be streaming a whole lot more. As a matter of fact, I forgot today is November 30th, which means tomorrow is December 1st. So that means our month of Cyber kicks off.
Serious life.
So yeah, our month of the cyber kicks off tomorrow. So if you guys remember what we were talking about yesterday, I said we were going to start doing cybersecurity content all month. We are going to be participating in a lot of different things and events around cybersecurity. Ty, happy birthday early, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Happy birthday to the brother Ty. Yeah, so like I was saying, if we with the month of December, what we're going to do is we are going to participate in a lot of different exercises. So we'll still be doing stuff here with World of Haiku. We'll also be participating in the Advent of Cyber by Try Hack Me. I might even jump into some of the Web Security Academy from Portswigger. I have some big plans with cybersecurity stuff going into 2024. Not going to kind of divulge all that information yet, but this will definitely lead into that. So yes, the month of Cyber will be all December long. We will do a whole bunch of content and a whole bunch of stuff going on with that, as well as our regular stuff that we do with Alpha Esports and Technology. So again, shout out to everybody who's watching. Make sure you are following us for that and tuned in for that, especially if you like the cybersecurity content and the CTF stuff that we do. Make sure you are tuning in because we are going to be hitting y'all over the head with cybersecurity stuff fairly regularly the month of December. All right, so another network has been unlocked, and it looks like another dojo's also been unlocked. So we're gonna have some side missions to do when we're done. What's this one? Advanced scanning and password attacks dojo. Okay. So we don't have to worry about that one. So now we have Azure Star, and it looks like there's one network off to the side after that. And then and then there's a second volume. All right, so we have more. Okay, so should we keep going? We've been going for about an hour now. Should we keep going? Continuing down the rabbit hole. And again, if you are interested in World of Haiku, you can go ahead and register for your own account here at gethaikuinc.io. So it's get.haikuinc.io. And you can use the code Alpha Esports Tech to support the center. We'll go ahead and put that there. Again, shout out to everybody who is watching us on our Alpha Cybersecurity channel. So that is that's the big brother channel. And then we have the little sister channel of Alpha Esports and Technology. And then we also have LinkedIn, Twitch, and Facebook. All right. Fine. Screw it. Let's see what's going on in Mission 7. All right. So what are we doing in this one? Use all the discovered credentials to access the LAN. Access the mail server, find access information from the proxy web server, access the proxy web server. So this is putting all the pieces together. Rascal, I hope you kept really good notes because I didn't really start keeping notes until about mission 4 or 5. Well, like I said, let's see what happens. Obviously, you guys know that we can definitely fail these missions, right? But we don't plan on failing. We don't fail. We don't admit defeat ever, unless we really lose, and then that's got to be what it is. Why do I continue to host dojos? It is my duty to train those who pass. Did we join? Did we do the dojo? Okay, that's great. I don't. Did I click the dojo by accident, y'all? Oh, okay. No, no. I guess I did do the dojo. No, 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 no. Sorry, I don't want to do the dojo. After he just said it makes him so happy that I entered the dojo. Sorry, we're saving the dojo for later. I didn't click the dojo. Remote access tools and authentication attacks. Ooh, no, actually. Okay, so we are on the Azure Star Network. These guys are the largest computer component manufacturer in the world. They are so big they possess their own nuclear power. See, that's what I'm saying. According to my scans, there's quite a commotion over the last few hours as AZS is having serious issues with their nuclear fusion. Okay, issues with their nuclear fusion cooling. If they lose the coolant, then almost all of Allied Asia Empire's coastline will be flooded with radiation. Millions will die a painful death. So, obviously, this is the Death Horseman. Decker. Oh, Decker's back. We've got some very timely news you're going to want to hear. Sorceress has been found. She escaped. Agenda 21 is en route to safety. Bad news is her current location is somewhere on the coastline. Oh, great. So, the Death Horseman virus that's going to cause could cause massive death is where she's also hidden. Now, Sorceress was the one who I guess recruited them to come get me or come get the main character, which would be whoever you're playing um, in the initial game. I'm in the initial missions. Okay, so you knew. Okay, all right. Oh, okay. They were supposed to tell us something, but are you playing online and y'all are doing
This
it?
is ranked.
Y'all are playing a ranked match and okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, my son is playing Dragon Ball Fighters, and apparently they're just bopping back and forth in a ranked match. All right, so like I said, so this is putting it all together. The origin of the malfunction is a cyber virus made by Agenda 21 called the Death Horseman. It'll disguise itself within the host system, but it usually have the word pale somewhere like pale rider, impaler, or something like that. So remember, we have to find the word pale. Pale means death. It was specifically made to be an AI killer. It's likely attacking the AI. Okay. Okay, good to know. We're facing an AI killer. This just keeps getting better. At least I have some good news based on the specs. So Iron Man Azure Star servers are unique among other megacorps. They're protected by a combination of things: security words, passwords, account numbers, email addresses, and usernames. Then we find a bunch of data in the networks that have information like that. So again, I hope. Yep, let's go to Rascal's notes. Okay, so yeah, Rascal did take good notes. Good job, Rascal. And then these are hashes.
Ooh, ouch. Threw my life a little bit. That's unusual. Poison damage. Love poison damage.
All right.
I can't recall my damage this one. Poisoned 85 times. Oh,
All right. Yeah, we did find information like that. You're protected by a combination of things like security words, passwords, account numbers, email addresses, and usernames. Okay, so okay, so we can see all of those. Nothing. Nothing. 84, nice. So we have one here. Can we curl? Access denied. Okay. Hmm. Wait a minute.
Yeah, if you're not,
Mhm.
oh, there's
There we go. All right. So, sorry for the silence there, everybody. So basically, what we did was uh, just check the system for live hosts. So we pinged all the systems to make sure that they were online. Once we got their IP addresses and we knew that they were live, we went ahead and used Nmap to do some port scanning. Everything else came back with no information except for this information here that we got from 10.181.45.45. You see, there is port 22 for SSH and then port 80 and 443. So that's indicative of a web server. So we went ahead and tried to use curl to see if we can get some of the web information, the web application information um, sent back to us, which we got access denied, which means that there's some type of firewall or something in place. And then we went ahead and just SSH'd using some old credentials that we found previously. So it's good to make sure you have notes, or in my case, have someone like Rascal who took very good notes. So in one of the previous missions, I think it was in the second Horseman, we found this username, and then the last Horseman we found this one. So we were able to get that information and SSH into our first system. So we'll go ahead and ls here, and now you see there's a home directory. So we'll go ahead and cd into that directory, and it looks like there are quite a bit. So before we go ahead and actually, let's just go ahead and do that again. So we're just gonna go ahead and see what they have. CD into their mail. Whew. Now let's just go ahead and enumerate here. So we have their inbox, their sent, their spam, and then their trash. So there was nothing in trash and nothing in spam. So they have 2 emails in their inbox and 1 that they responded to in their sent. So we'll go ahead and cd into inbox, and then we will go ahead and cat dude. You forgot your username in the OCP again. What's wrong with you? You're supposed to be freaking genius. How could you forget? Okay, I'll pull it for you, but you know how this could get me in major trouble. You owe me big time. What the frick? May. Okay, and then we'll cat lookout. I don't know if you heard, news is talking cyber terrorist group of Agenda 21. Apparently, they have something pretty scary in the past. I guess they were linked to a huge grid crash in 2041. A lot of people died. A few of my friends were connected and ended up passing away. Anyways, I don't want to lay on anything too heavy. Okay. So we got that. So we'll back out of there, and then we'll go into the sent folder, and then we will cat RE dude. You're the best. Okay. With all my love. Oh, that's so cute. But they didn't give us the credentials that would. Okay, so let's back up. Let me just go back in the inbox again. Okay, no, there wasn't anything there. All right, so we'll back out. And then we said there was nothing in spam and nothing in trash. So actually, I need to know who that was they were talking to again. So we're gonna cat inbox, dude. You're talking to May. No, you're talking to Xiao Ding, right? And that's the directory we're in. So we need to go find May's folder. So we're gonna go ahead and feed it back into home. Should we go in order just so we keep it clean? No, I'm gonna go into May's folder because May has the information that who we were talking to. So let's see what's in May's inbox. Log pools, current username. See? Okay, so there was nothing there. Right, and then we'll just go ahead and cat RE log pools. Oh, cat RE current username. I don't know why you would be handling other employees' usernames. This is high security risk. What's your reasoning? Oh, Denise got wind of May trying to steal creds. That's not good. Not good. Denise found you guys out. Denise is mad. Now remember, if you see that they have a space, you need to use quotation marks. Otherwise, it's not going to work. On the grid is our servers. Okay, nothing. All right. Where were we? Oh, let's go into the sent folder. And then we'll go ahead and cat current username. I want to request username and passwords. Okay, so she sent it to Denise first, and then Denise said why. Okay, and then that's the initial email that started all of this. Is there anything in spam? Nope. And then is there anything in trash? Nope. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and back out of that and back out of that. So now we know Denise asked May why. So let's see what's in her inbox. Current username. Let's see what's in her sent. More the current username. Who's in her spam? Nothing. And then let's see what's in her trash. Nothing. So again, we will go into the inbox first. And again, this is probably the same email that May sent. Yep. And then CD sent. We'll just go ahead and coffee. Oh, so now Denise wants to talk to you about Zang. All right. Again, we're just being nosy here. We are just being nosy at this point. We're not finding anything that is going to be useful, at least not yet. We're just following the breadcrumbs. Until we do find something. Were you able to push those password updates to 10? Okay, I know the password was previously. All right, so let's go ahead. I know we probably have notes already, but we'll go ahead and make new notes. And then we said we're able to push the password, so we'll go ahead and grab that IP address because that IP address looks okay. So we don't know who the username is, but we do know that the password used to be WebStar. It was supposed to be a password patch due to security test being implemented. Let me know. Okay. See, this is why it's important to look through the information. All right, so we'll back out of here. Where are we now? We were in sent. There's nothing in spam. There's nothing there. So we'll back out. We'll back up. We'll back here. Okay. Let's do this again. Let's go to UE. So far we've done Zhao Ding, Dong Mei, Denise Nedry, and now we're going to go into you. We're going to go here. We're going to go into your mail drive, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to check your inbox. We're going to check contents of your sent folder. We're going to check the contents of your spam, and we're going to check the contents of your trash, just to make sure. Those were the 4 directories. So there was, again, nothing in spam, nothing in trash. I guarantee you there's going to be a swerve, and one of these email accounts is going to have something in spam and trash because they're expecting us to go, okay, yeah, there's nothing here. We're just going to skip it. At least that's what I would do. Let's see. So we said we are going to go into the inbox, and then we are going to cat. We're going to cat the coffee email. Yep. Okay. So that's the one that we saw from Denise previously. So there's nothing there. And then we're going to go ahead and cat these log pulls. And then that's the one, okay, where they were responding. And then we said that was it, right? Because it was just the log pulls, and then it was just the coffee. So they didn't have anything else in there. All right. So we'll go ahead and back out of everything. We'll go back. So there was nothing in that one. And now we are going to go into Zang. going to go into that mail server, and then we're going to go ahead and do same thing. Inbox, nothing. Sent, nothing. Spam, nothing. Trash, nothing. Oh, so Zhang had nothing at all. All right. So then Freeman has to have something good. Nothing in the inbox. Okay, so we have two things in sent. Nothing in spam. Nothing in trash. Okay, so my guarantee was wrong. At least right so far. Unless they would, like I said, they would try to lull you to sleep. And then we'll go ahead and do lookout. Okay, so this is what they sent to them before. Supply request. All right. No, I guess that's everything. So all we have is that IP address and WebStar. So, all right. Now we have a password and an IP address, but we don't know what the user is. So we're going to have to kind of do some enumerating. So let's go ahead and ping that address first, 10.84.62.161. See if it gives us any information. Okay, we know it's live. So we'll go ahead and map into it. It is our web proxy. And there is, again, a web server and an SSH. Now, again, it's probably going to tell us that we can't do this, but I still want to try anyway. So 10.84.62.161. Oh, we can. What do we see here? So we have an HTML. The header says meta name, viewpoint, hot star and electronics. Site header, logo, AZS logo, employee portal, latest news, HR portal, support. All right. So let's see if we can do. I think that's wrong. Yep. These are links to. Okay. Not found. All right. So I tried to curl around. Okay. So I can't find that either, but we have an IP address and we have a password. So let's go ahead and exit out of here. No. And I just want to see if we have We do. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the opposite of a brute force password attack. So when you have the username, but you're trying to figure out the password, you're going to brute force. Excuse me. You're going to brute force the passwords using a password list or a word list to see if you can guess the right password. But when you have the password and you need the user, you could basically do it in reverse. This is similar to what is known as like a credential stuffing attack, but like I said, we're using the passwords. We already have the password. We're just using a bunch of different usernames. So we'll go ahead and set that up. So remember, before we said Hydra, and then it would be dash lowercase l if we had the username, but we don't have the username, so we're going to use a uppercase L for user list, and we are going to tell it to point to the let's call it the username medium.txt, and then our password dash p. We have this right here, and then the service is SSH colon slash slash, and the IP address is 10.84.62.161. Wasn't found. So let's try a different one. So we'll say username, what is it? TXT. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Thought so. Hmm. We didn't get any hashes. Come on. Hmm. Wait a minute. Okay, so maybe we jumped the gun a little bit. Those are mine. Denise Nedry, Azure Star, security word Katniss. Wasn't I just looking at? Ten 181 45 45. I still feel like Azure logo. Said, I'm going to try each of these. 404. 404. Don't want to hint yet. 404. 404. Okay, so we checked it both on worldwide leader in electronics, AZS, who is 10.84.62. 161. The what? Exit. Really? Command not found. All right. Let's try this then. Oh, I'm still. Hmm. Okay, so that's the web proxy. So then, where was that safe word, security word, Katniss? I'm just spitballing, y'all. Just rock with me here. And then we know the thing here. Uh, all right. Well, again, good to keep good notes. So again, for those who want a quick recap, when I started doing my little deep dive thing, in our notes, we used to get random stuff. So every time did a mission, we would crack an encryption and we would get little words here and there. So earlier here, you see we got this Denise Nedry, and I'm pretty sure that it's going to come in handy later if we get into like an internal network or something, because that looks like that. And then here we found this word, Katniss, with this IP address. And then as we came through, we also found some tokens, which I'm pretty sure we cracked already, but it's all right. I'm pretty sure we'll use them in a little bit. Um, Updated token to be transferred, some more hashes, and then you see we got this username here, and then this password. So we use this Kunwu username and this password to get into one system, and then when we started looking toward the trying to get into that proxy, again, it's good to review your notes because, like I said, I did all of that digging, and it was sitting right there, and I looked at it like 4 times. But we had password, so we tried to crack, we tried to use Hydra, which was still a good it was a good technique, but we were unsuccessful, and then we ended up finding that we had the username all along. So we are now in the web proxy. So before we go ahead and finish the mission, I just want to see if we're anything in here. No, or at least it's not going to tell us. All right, so we're going to go ahead and complete the mission. So we now have access. So this, I think we're going to call it here today. And then we'll go ahead and pick back up tomorrow so that this way we have something to do to kick off our month of December. Between that and I believe Try Hack Me, I believe the Advent of Cyber should also kick off tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to go ahead and we're going to finish off. We're going to go ahead and finish this, and then we're going to jump into the Advent of Cyber. So I'm not 100% sure what time we're going to be streaming just yet. But again, this is great if you go ahead and hit that like button now, subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you're notified when we do go live. Because we're going to go ahead and we're going to finish mission 7B. And then we'll jump into the first Advent of Cyber to make sure we stay up with our points and everything. So again, thanks for rocking out with us. We're probably going to drop off now. Let's see who is on our Twitch. Who's on Twitch? Who's on Twitch? Who's on Twitch? Where's my stuff? All right, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to close out for the day. Again, thanks for rocking out with us today. Make sure you tune in tomorrow where we finish this all up and start off the month of December. So y'all take it easy. Have a good night. Remember, always have a clear mind. Otherwise, you might miss something that is important and you blow up the world. Just kidding. It shouldn't be that serious. But yeah, seriously, always make sure you, whatever it is you walk into, you have a clear mind. All right. Y'all take it easy, and I will see y'all tomorrow.